Hey, today we're gonna talk about some upcoming movie sequels. Some of them I'm pretty excited to see, and some of them not so much. Alright, so let's just get this started. Okay, Terminator Salvation is expecting to have a 5th and 6th sequel, so it's gonna be a second trilogy like the Star Wars movies. I personally like the Terminator Salvation, so that's all I gotta say about that. Avatar is also expecting to have a trilogy, which I don't really like that idea though. I mean, I like the first movie. The Avatar was awesome, okay, and but it's just one of those movies that I can't really see a good sequel for it. I mean, James Cameron has directed two of the best sequels of all time. I mean, Aliens and Terminator 2, but I don't know. It just it might be good. It might not. But it's gonna be a trilogy, so there's gonna be a second and a third one. Uh, Whatever. I don't mind. Jurassic Park 4. It was canceled in 2008 or somewhere around then after the death of Michael Crichton. But this might be back and rebooting or whatever, so that's a good thing. I actually like the third one. This is my opinion, so if you don't like it, whatever. Um, Tremors 5. Anyone remember the classic 1990 horror film Tremors? Well, that's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. But it's had a whole bunch of sequels. It's had a second, which is awesome. Third was okay. Fourth was better than the third, but not as good as the second. And finally, after 8 years or whatever, it's gonna have a fifth movie. And I'm all psyched. I mean, that's an awesome movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. I'm really excited for a fifth one. So, make it happen. Please make it happen. It's expected for release in this Christmas. But, this one should be in theaters because the fan base is much bigger than it was 20 years ago. Or even 10 years ago. So this one, if it was in theaters, it'd probably do really good. I don't know. Rambo, the fourth one, this is called Rambo. It's gonna have a fifth one. Not sure what it's called. I don't really remember, but that might be pretty good. I like the fourth one. I like all the Rambo movies. The third one was a little silly, but I like them all. Twister, that Bill Paxton movie back in 1996. Oh, he's gonna come back. He might come back and do it for He's gonna actually direct it at this time, and he's gonna make it in 3D in 2012. And even though this movie doesn't really need a sequel, it's one of my favorites of all time, and I really hope this movie happens. So, yeah. I mean, I hope this movie happens, and I hope it's just as good as the first one, or even better, because lots of people didn't really like the first one, but I loved it. I mean, I just really loved it, so keep going with that. What else? The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982, that's gonna have a prequel, not a sequel, but a prequel. I don't know when this one's coming out, but that's pretty good. I don't know. I don't really know about this one. I mean, prequels never really work out too good, but what the heck? Just try it if you want. Alright, now I know a lot of you liked Transformers. I mean, I thought it was okay, but it's definitely not the best movie ever, like most of you think it is. But here's the good news. It's gonna have a third one. There's gonna be a complete trilogy coming out summer 2011. I'm not saying I hate the movies, but they're okay. I mean, they're not as good as everyone else thinks they are. But whatever, dude. I'm probably gonna check this one out. Alright, here's a funny one, oh my god, just take a look at the picture. Oh, wow. Now, some of you know what this movie is. It's awful, but if you don't, I'm gonna explain it to you. Shark Attack 3 Megalodon is... It It's one of the cheesiest movies ever made. It's hilarious. Just type it in on YouTube and you'll find it somewhere. But this movie's gonna have its own sequel. Like, you know how the Street Fighter 2 had a bunch of sequels to Street Fighter 2, but not this. I don't know. Like, if Star Wars Episode 3 had a sequel to it, but not to the other sequels. Like, if that makes any sense to you. But it's gonna, like, just go to this one alone, which is, I don't know. The Sci-Fi Channel must be pretty bored if... yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. Okay, Predator is gonna have a sequel, but it's not gonna be it's already had a sequel, but it's not gonna be called Predator 3. It's gonna be called Predators. Like, you know, Aliens, was it called Alien 2? It was called Aliens. So I suggest, I'm theorizing that this one's gonna have a whole bunch of predators in it. That might be pretty cool. I'm probably gonna check this one out. No, it's not gonna have Arnold Schwarzenegger or a new one. But still, I think it's gonna be worth a watch. I'm gonna like this one a whole lot. Halloween 3 is gonna have a sequel. You know, the Rob Zombie remake, or Halloween 2, I'm sorry, it's gonna have a third one. But the original Halloween 3 had nothing to do, it had nothing to do with Michael Myers or anything like that. But this one actually is gonna be about Michael Myers, and I don't know what it's gonna be about, but I think it might be pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I like this. Second one was okay. First was okay, but whatever. That's all I can think of right now. So let's move on to animations, or kid movies, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, Toy Story 3. I'm pretty sure you guys all know about that one. If you don't, it's coming out I think this summer. So that's gonna be pretty good. The first two were epic, so this one's gonna be worth a watch. Good plot. I'm not gonna tell it to you. Just go look it up because I'm pretty lazy. So just look it up. Plus, it's by Pixar. It seems like everything from Pixar is good. So whatever. Here's another Pixar sequel, Cars 2. Out of all the Pixar movies that could have used a sequel, I don't really see why Cars should have one. It's probably the most hated Pixar movie. Like, most kids I know hate Cars. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I don't know. But I don't really know why this one should have a sequel. I think Bug's Life should have a sequel, but whatever. Or maybe The Incredibles, because The Incredibles had a cliffhanger. But whatever. Okay, Open Season had I didn't really care for the first one. It was just another animation that just blended within the crowd. But the second one was straight to video, and it was just a pile of, and it's gonna have a third one, which I don't understand why. I mean, I don't really know anyone that likes this movie, so that's all I gotta say about that one. I'm not gonna like it. Okay, Hoodwinked is gonna have a sequel. I mean, it was supposed to come out like last week, but it keeps getting pushed back like every week. Like, they're selling McDonald's toys, or they were, because it was supposed to come out like 2 months ago, but it's not. So, but Hoodwinked, why does this movie have to have a sequel? But the first one was awful in my opinion. Like, if you go up to any kid and ask, hey, you know that movie Hoodwinked? And it's probably going to take them at least 15 seconds to remember what the movie is.